Hey, what's up you guys? My gosh, it has been forever since I made a video, and I mean, I can't imagine why, but if it does upset you guys, then sorry. I think I kind of made it obvious on the get-go that, I mean, I like making videos, obviously, I guess, otherwise I wouldn't be doing this channel, but, again, I already said it before, not the most creative guy on the block, so, sorry. And plus, I mean, not the busiest guy in the world, but I mean, school kind of does keep you on your toes a little bit, and I don't know, just never really knew what to make a video about, so, again, if it upsets you, sorry. If not, then, oh well. You didn't have to listen to any of that. But anyway, as of right now, it is May 20th, and I officially graduated high school. We did it. Well, I did it really. I mean, unless you're part of my graduating class, then of course we did it. But yeah, it really feels no different. Like, I mean, still feels like the end of any ordinary school year, and with summer vacation coming up, even though I'm working this summer. But anyway, by the time, I mean, I figure since high school basically is over, I mean, there's no reason for me to go back to my school for any reason anymore. Figured I should make a video. If you hear that noise, by the way, it's just me messing around with a fidget spinner. Figured it'd be a good time at least to make a video about the 5 things that I'll miss about high school and 5 things that I won't. Now, these 5 things aren't said in like any particular order. It's just, I'll just talk about 5 things that I'll miss, and then I'll just talk about 5 things that I won't miss. But these are going to be the top 5 things though, because they're the things that came into my mind as I thought about, you know, some stuff as I was making the list, planning this video out. So first thing that comes to your head, that has to be the top, because if you have to think about it, then that probably isn't on your top 5 or top 10 or whatever top list you have. So these are the top 5 things that I'll miss and not miss, but you know, they're not set in any particular order. So without further ado, let's just get started. Alright, so the first thing I'll talk about, well, I guess I'll start with the stuff that I will miss first. One of the things that I will miss though is just walking the hallways. I don't know, there's something about just walking the hallways that just makes school, I guess, really special in a way. Like, it's just a part of your life, just a stage in your life where, you know, in order to get to class, you walk hallways and you're, you know, amongst a bunch of crowds trying to get to class on time and whatnot. I guess it's just a part of life that, you know, it's something as you look back on, you'll actually realize that you miss. Because I know, you know, when college is coming up, depending on when my classes are scheduled or, you know, whatever, when I have to work or when I eat or whatever my schedule is going to be, it's not going to be walking the hallways anymore. It's going to be me getting to class, you know, on my own time and managing my time, you know, by myself. There's no bell to dismiss me. There's no, hey, go through this hallway here. It's, you know, on your own time. So, you know, walking the hallways at school in that crowd, you know, getting angry at underclassmen because they won't move out of the way, or they want to have a shoving match right in the middle of the hallway, and then they, like, you know, run into you and then get too irritated and whatnot. You know, as I look back, I realize that actually is something that I'll miss. It's just a part of school that, you know, it's not going to be a part of my life anymore, and, you know, it is just something that as I look back on, I realized I'll actually miss. Something as simple as just walking the hallway. I don't know, you guys let me know if you guys actually agree with anything that I'm saying, or there are other things that you guys will miss that maybe I don't hit on this list. But yeah, walking the hallways then. You would think, you know, really that part shouldn't matter, but it's something that I found that I'll miss. Maybe you guys will miss too, I don't know. Alright, so another thing that I'll really miss is my teachers, because, you know, like, I honestly actually can't even think of one teacher that I did not like throughout, like, my years out of high school. Like, in middle school, I remember one of my teachers, I won't mention any grade or whatnot, but there was one teacher who I absolutely hated for, you know, reasons that I guess I won't go into, but like, and like, I'm sitting here, I'm trying to think of some teachers that I may have actually hated, either as a teacher or as a person, and I can't really do that. So, like, I'll really miss actually all my teachers as well, because, you know, they, aside from just academics, they actually taught me a lot more than just academics. For instance, like my sophomore year English teacher, any other English class beforehand was like, okay, still don't like this stuff, but like, she really wanted to dig deep into every little thing we read and watched. And sure, it got irritating, of course, because I'm not a big English fan. If you watch my other video where there's a little cute little puppy on it, like, there's a little rant that I go on in that video, and then you'll figure out quite quickly and quite obviously that I do not like English. But from her, I really learned that there's so much more to anything than just the surface. You gotta look much deeper than only the surface, because there's a lot hiding beneath. You know, I'm saying surface again, but the point, like, I learned that. And like from my physics teacher, usually science teachers, I mean my chemistry teacher as well actually, from junior year, my AP Chem teacher, but from those two, like usually teachers, they just teach what they have to teach and then that's it, but those two really wanted to how is what we learned in the classroom being used in the real world? They really wanted to tie that in together. So, for example, like, I mean, AP Chemistry was like 2 years ago, so I don't like remember all the details, but like this thing called a voltaic cell that deals with like electricity and stuff, I learned that principles that are gained through modeling a voltaic cell get used in like batteries, so that has applications in this laptop that I'm using to record this video, or you know, just simple batteries that you put in your remote so your TV works, or heck, even your phone. What else? From my physics teacher, one principle we learned called Bernoulli's principle. I didn't just learn that, hey, it's an equation here where the pressure plus the potential energy of the fluid plus the kinetic energy of the fluid equals the pressure plus the potential energy plus the kinetic energy, and you can solve for variables that way, and then that's the end of it. She taught us that, hey, this equation and this principle can be used when making airplanes, and this principle is actually the reason why airplanes are able to fly, because their wings are designed in a way to, you know, mess with pressure so that it creates a lift and it lifts the planes off the ground. So I really like that, because, you know, you can't really, because it doesn't give me the excuse to say, why is any of this that we're learning important? What does this do? They're clearly answering that question. Hey, this is used here. This is used here, or whatever. So, I mean, you know, like from them, I really learned real world applications to what I use. And that actually goes along with my calculus teacher as well. Every time he, well, I guess not every time, but a lot of times when he would teach a lesson, he would do his best. I mean, he's just a calculus teacher, of course, but he would try to teach us some basics of where this stuff is used in the real world. So again, it eliminates the excuse, why is this important? You know, they're answering, hey, it's important. And aside from that, they were all also just great people to just talk to, just chat about things not even related to school. I really felt like I could trust them with anything, and you know, they're just great people, made class fun. And you know, if I'm lucky, my professor's gonna be like that, or there'll be some cranky old person who doesn't like kids, and they're just, you know, constantly hard on all their students, and all their students hate them and the class, you know, who knows. But I don't know, I feel like professors aren't gonna have the same mentality as high school teachers do. I feel like high school teachers are gonna be a little bit, you know, more laid back than professors, which I guess is understandably okay, because, you know, they're professors, but still, you know, the personalities of high school teachers, you'll be lucky to find that in a professor, I feel like. So, you know, that's another thing that I'm gonna really miss about high school, is just the teachers in general, and you know, how they were just more than teachers. Another thing that I'll really miss from school is a lot of the students there as well. Really, as I think about it, I think I'll miss all of the students, really, just because they were, you know, they're just a bunch of familiar faces that I won't see every day anymore, because, you know, depending on where they go to college and whatnot, you know, might never see them again, really, if you think about it. Because I think I overheard one student who was saying that he was going down to like Florida State University or whatever, something like that. It was another state far away, like not like you know, being in Illinois, it wasn't like Missouri or Kentucky. Like he's going all the way down to Florida or some state like that. So, you know, this might be the last time I ever see him again. So, you know, who knows? But, you know, there were a bunch of just familiar faces that I won't see every day. They won't be in the hallways anymore. For the sake of just seeing them, I won't see them anymore. And Triad did feel like a good school. I didn't have to worry about safety, I felt like, from the students, of course. Threats from the outside, you know, based on the society we live in today, they're always, you know, imminent, so you always gotta watch out for that, which I completely understand. But within the school, I didn't think any of the students were ever gonna be a threat, like, toward me personally. So, you know, because of that, I will miss all of them, I think. And now, my graduating class had about 270 or 283. It was somewhere around that ballpark. So, I mean, needless to say, I didn't talk to every single one of them, because, you know, 200 kids, you know, you're not gonna get around to getting to know all of them. So yeah, you know, as I think about it, I can't even tell you one person's favorite color, I don't think. But anyway, you know, it's the students that contribute a lot to the feel of the school is like. So I can't really think of a better word for that. So because, you know, overall the students were great, a lot of them were nice as well, didn't have to fear for my safety. It's just that student body is not going to be part of my life anymore. So, you know, that's one of the things that I'll miss. It was part of my life at one point, these last 4 years, and now it's just gone. So, you know, it's just part of moving on. But missing the student body, that'll definitely be one of them. But luckily I will see a lot of them again, though, because I know a lot are going to SIUE. A lot are going to SWIG as well, but, you know, make connections with people, I guess, and you can see them again as well. And a few are even going to Missouri, SEMO, Southeast Missouri State University. I think that's what it's called, the full name of it. So again, depending on, you know, whatever connections I make or whatnot in college, I might even see some of them again who are going to SEMO as well. So, you know, whatever the future holds, we'll just have to wait and see. Well, I guess I'll just have to wait and see, but you know, for you guys as well, I guess you'll have to wait and see too. Alright, so we are now on the fourth thing here. I don't think I was keeping track the whole time on first thing, second thing, or third thing, but anyway, I'm sure you guys can count to 5. I mean, a lot of you guys, I mean, most of my subscribers at the moment are people from Triad anyway, so I mean, hopefully by the time you graduate you can count to 5. So the fourth thing here that I'll miss, again, it's not like in fourth place of the things that I'll miss, but the fourth thing I'm going to talk about is there's a club at my school. It was called Alpha, and it stood for Adolescents Learning Positive Health Alternatives, and I was a member in it during my junior and senior years, and I loved being a member. It was great, and what the club really advocates is like making positive decisions that not only like benefit your health and like your well-being, but like also are good healthy choices that are benefiting other people as well. So like some examples will be, and you know, high school kids hear this a lot, but it obviously doesn't stop all of them, so you gotta constantly keep, like, I guess as my dad would say, hammering this message in. But you know, don't drink and drive, like the big one obviously, right? But I mean, I don't think it's a problem at my school, but like schools all around the country, you keep hearing cases about teens who get in a car drunk and then they crash, and then that news story gets recorded on like a tape, and then that tape gets showed in driver's ed class. So just a constant cycle. So something like that, you know, that's a negative choice that not only gonna affect you, but you know, should you kill somebody, which hopefully not, but should you kill somebody, now you've affected not only your family, because now they also have to deal with whatever legal stuff comes with that, and then obviously you've devastated the family of the person you just killed. So there is the big example of something that wasn't a healthy choice that not only affected you but also affected another family. So stuff like that, Alpha tried to advocate, you know, making good choices that was good for you along with other people as well. And that's actually another thing I'm going to miss, because you know, it's something that I'm very passionate about, you know, advocating good choices, good behaviors, positive, you know, lifestyle. And you know, high school's over now. I guess I could still advocate it in college, but by the time you're in college, if you're still, you know, I guess dumb enough to drive drunk or dumb enough to do drugs, I mean, some, I guess you can be helped, but I mean, by that time, if you honestly think, hey, this is fun, nothing bad's gonna happen, I mean, I guess you're just too stupid for anyone to help you. So anyway, if that's the case by the time in college, you know, you might be too far gone. But yeah, I'm gonna miss not being able to, you know, spread that message around. Alright, so the last thing that I'm gonna talk about here, and it certainly is definitely not like ranked last at all. Again, none of these are ranked in any order. It's just what I do miss, well, what I will miss. It's what I will miss and what I won't miss. And so the last thing that I will miss is I will miss being on math team, because you know, I mean, again, most of you at the moment who are gonna watch this video went to school with, and you all know me. I'm the math genius here, and I can just prove that with my grades, obviously. But anyway, nothing that I'm bragging about, you know, because you know, oh, you're good at math, you're not cool. Anyway, but yeah, you know, I'm kind of have the persona of just being the guy who's good at math. So you know, I guess you guys would have probably expected, oh, Sahil's definitely gonna miss math team. Oh, he didn't talk about it now. He talks about Alpha. Oh, he talked about his teachers. There it is. Knew he'd talk about math team eventually. But anyway, yeah, math team is another one of those things that I'll miss. I was a member in math team. How many years was it? Grade freshman year, 4 years. I didn't do it sophomore year because I had transportation problems, and I didn't think like I didn't think people that I knew were like joining, so like I'd be just that odd guy sitting there, you know, with nobody to talk to, and it just really wouldn't have been fun. So you know, combination of transportation problems along with nobody there that I could talk to, I didn't join sophomore year. But I was part of it 8th grade. Now 8th grade math team was only for the middle school, so of course they didn't interact with the high school. And then I was in it freshman, junior, and senior year, and you know, it was fun sitting there doing math willingly, even though school's out and you already have math homework to do, so now you're gonna do more math willingly, might I add. But anyway, no, just the involvement in the club, you know, talking with other people, like-minded people who you know, enjoy mathematics, you know, enjoy this stuff, like solving those problems. And the sponsor for math team for 8th grade as well, along with high school, was my AP calculus teacher. So, you know, knew him for I guess 5 years now, while he was only my teacher for 1 year anyway, but still, knowing him 5 years, I guess it really helped because, you know, he wasn't a completely brand new face when I stepped into a calculus class this year. Which, by the way, was a lot easier than I thought it would be. I thought I'd be crying my eyes out in calculus class, but rather physics class made me feel like that. I thought physics would be so much easier, but like calculus class. Physics class was like making me cry internally, like almost every day, in class and outside of class. Meanwhile, honestly, I mean, there was work in calculus class, yes, but honestly, calculus class kind of felt like a breeze. I mean, sorry, just how my brain works. I'm just really good at math. I get that stuff. It comes to me easily. But anyway, yeah, I'm off topic. What was I talking about? Math team, yeah. I'm gonna really miss math team. You know, it was always fun. But I guess I don't have to miss math team too much because, you know, there's always gonna be like a math team in college, and there's bound to be students there who are good at math who join, right? Because if you suck at math, why would you willingly join math team when there are hundreds of other clubs that you could possibly join? You know, it doesn't take a math genius to figure that out. But yeah, in college, you know, I'm sure there's going to be a math team there, and I'm going to a college that's near my school, so, you know, I can always just stop by again, say hi to my teacher, and sorry, I'm sitting on my, well, not really my bed. My bed's more of just like two mattresses and like whatnot, but yeah, I'm not really sitting in a chair. But anyway, I had my room kind of renovated. Anyway, back on the topic, math team here. Yeah, what was I even saying? College, yeah. I'm going to a college that's really close to my school, so, you know, I can always just stop by if there's if I don't have class that day or whatnot. And one of the competitions actually, I think, happens during spring break, so yeah, it's, you know, it's always a good time to just, I guess, stop by, say hi to my teacher, since I am majoring in math, so of course that comes as a shocker. Anyway, since I am majoring in math, I could also be like one of the tutors as well, and getting the team ready for the competition as best as I could. So, I mean, I guess I'll miss math team because it was triad, it was math team for triad, but I mean, hey, there'll be a math team in college, so I can join that as well. But, you know, I guess it won't be exactly the same because it's not a triad math team, but, I mean, it's still a math team anyway, so mixed feelings on that one, I guess.